Hello. Hello, hello. Let's see. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I think you can. I think you can. Nice. Welcome back, Nox. It's so cool to see you in here. I'm sorry, guys. I was late because I have so many things. I forget I have to post like everywhere when a music video comes out. As if I've done it before. Self, how are you? It's me, sad, mad. She's not Kindle. I'm just like really scared that I'm like forgetting something, you know? That I've forgiven and the wrong road that she's driven. 18 months? Ah, Fleur, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're gonna have like a party of sorts. Thank you, Ben. As I walk out the door and not show up ever again. Why cry about that? Hey, Dan. Said I won't be mad, 'cause love's a letter I won't send back. Alrighty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. When do we want to watch it? Do we want to watch it like right now? What's the etiquette here? I promise I won't be mad. Ooh, I won't send back. For the whole stream. The whole stream is actually just me playing the music video over and over and over again, which I highly recommend you guys doing in the background of this stream though. Thank you so much. An hour in, let people enter. Yeah, I'm thinking of that and then doing like an ad break. I don't know if that would work, but like instead of ad breaks, playing the music video when I need to get like food, water, whatevs. Samuel Tucker Young, hello. How is it going? Ad break is now an excuse to show content. Yes. I guess I'm just like, should I just not do any actual, like no ads, right? Let's go. Goes more familiar than the last time that I saw her. But I'm not sure how a daughter will fit in those lines. You give link, I want to watch, but you are stream. The conflict. I don't know why change makes me sad. Well, how about... I'm like, I could just sing over it, but I want the sync to be perfect, you know? Makes me see old wounds. If they're late, they miss the intro. I'm good. I'm a little stressy. Mixed stress pants right now just because I'm like, oh, hello, am I missing things? But I am. I'm good. I'm excited. I'm really, really happy about this music video. It's amazing. It's wonderful. All thanks to Samuel Tucker Young. So I'm really, really excited for it. I hope people see it. I hope people enjoy it. And I don't know why I cry about that. Hello, salamanders! Grace, should we make a command? No, you! No, you! I won't send back. I think I, like, halfway through a lesson today started to tune my guitar back up, and then I didn't all the way. So this should be fun. Let me tune it back down, and then Thank you, John. Thank you. We could do I don't know, video, command MV. Nick, Mr. Lopez! Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. There is no suitable time for us from Europe. Good day and good night. I think you should do both. I will play it multiple times. I think maybe at the 15-minute and the hour mark, Grizz. I don't think there's true rules to this. I can overkill it on my own stream, maybe. But I do appreciate the views on YouTube as well. Give me 3 minutes. Or here's a time to watch it if you want, because you know what I'm singing? The same song. There's a stranger in the room. Looks like she knows me, but I really have no clue. I asked her name and now she's laughing at me too. But I just wanna know what's true. She holds the stillness of my mind. It only lets me think about it once in a while. Ask why she stays with me, and all she does is smile. Some answers I may never find, and every angle's more familiar than the last time that I saw her. But I'm not sure how a daughter will fit in those lines. And I don't know why you cry about that. Yeah, I don't know why change makes me sad. And you can tell her it won't be mine, 'cause love's a letter I won't send back. I won't send back. stuck in the mirror, nothing left for me to lose. But hope that I can heal me too. And I swear that I've forgiven every wrong road that she's driven. But a part of me feels uneven when she wants to fly. And I don't know why I cry about that. Yeah, I don't know why change makes me sad. And you can tell her I won't be mad, 'cause love's a letter I won't send back. Your love's a letter I won't send back. And I don't know why you cry about that. Yeah, I don't know what change makes me sad. And you can tell her I won't be mad, 'cause love's a letter I won't send back. Your love's a letter I won't send back. The love's a letter I won't send back. And I promise I won't be mad. I won't send back. Thank you. I will not play. I mean, people can do that on their own, but I would feel bad playing it and putting the music video on while I play it live, only because Sam and I spent so much time like rearranging, especially Sam, rearranging all of the things, all of the different clips so that they synced a very specific way with the music, you know? So we will do both. Oh my gosh. Oh, you liked the Scrabble pieces. Did you guys notice anything? We're gonna have to do like a deep dive. Maybe we'll analyze video. The hints, the Easter eggs. We'll have to look back. I showed a friend, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice." There are so many times in this video, because of Sam's magic, where I'm looking at the camera, but my reflection is not doing what I'm doing. And it's very like, ooh, crazy, scary, spooky, cool. Anyways, that's all. Ha ha ha. Da, 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 da. It's always in the letters. Best. There's a 7-letter winner in there. I noticed an 18-point word opportunity. Da, 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 da. Hi, Sarula. Oh my gosh, did I? Is yours different? Oh my gosh. This is crazy. I will share that later. I just got a random crazy email. Someone tried to scam me right before this too. I was very stressed out about it. Hi, hello. I see one of those words is fail. Yep. And I get progressively tanner through the music video. I have those videos. And we can go through them. Da, 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 da. Let's play some Samuel Tucker Young while I try and figure out my whole entire life live on stream. Deep, 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 deep. Yes. All y'all better be following Samuel Tucker Young. He's gonna be streaming with us soon. Thank you guys for that hype train. Super, super generous and kind. The content. Okay, let me close some tabs because I'm stressing myself out. Oh, that's what I wanted. It's still up from the last stream. There we go. Day by day. Hi, Shwo fam. Hello, Seb. I just got a notification that I got a little something in my P.O. box, so I sent Cruz over to get it. I was like, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you do this? All right, we got Canyon Moon. Oh my gosh, I'm so ready. I'm so ready to bop to Canyon Moon. I also need to reset our rent goal because rent came and passed. Really? I don't want to restart. Okay. I just wanted to reset, but that's okay. Bing. Bang bong. Da 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 da. There we go. Haha. Hey, I have it too. Boop. Okay. I was saying something. We will come back. We will come back. Pause. Hello. California love. Canyon Moon. It's a dance party now, y'all, because someone put this in. Fleur put this in. Hi, the bloke formerly known as Al. You can't call me Al or a different Al? We like all Als here. Betty can call him Al. Do 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 do. Come on. be gone too long from you. This is what I want to learn how to loop for, like songs like this. But anyways. Gotta see it to believe it. The sky never looked so blue, looked so hard to leave it. That's what I always do, so I keep thinking back to the time under the canyon moon. The world's happy waiting, doors yellow, broken blue. Heard Jenny saying, go get the kids from school, and I keep thinking back to time under the canyon moon. I'll be gone too long from you. Staring at the ceiling, 2 weeks and I'll be home. Carry the feeling through Paris or through Rome, and I'm still thinking back to the time under the canyon moon. I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going home. I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going home. Quick pause in conversation. She plays songs I've never heard. An old lover's hippie music pretends not to know the words, and I keep thinking back to time under the canyon moon. I'll be gone too long from you. I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going home. I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going, I'm going, oh, I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home. Boom. Oh my gosh, Finch. First in my dreams. Apollo, hello, hello. Did I miss it? You did not. You didn't miss it. You are so welcome. Okay, well, the question is, there's like 60 people in here. Do we do it right now? Fletch, are you back home? Da, 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 da. Hello, I came from YouTube. Cool. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. We like YouTube here. It's pretty neat. Da, 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 da. We are already at 56 views. 56. Do you know that's my favorite number? Because it is. Still out in Romania. How is it? An all-day spa trip? What the heck? I want to go on one of those. Okay, we'll do memory lane then during your smoke break. and then we can watch it. Wegman, thank you so much for those bits. Thank you. Okay, well, someone has to request a song, because if I can't do Stranger Danger and I can't sing Memory Lane, I need something to do. If I could buy a house, oh my gosh, yesterday was hard on all of us. Self is like, happy YouTube music video day. We're gonna cry together. Okay. Yesterday was hard on all of us. On all of us. Because. How do I request that? I don't know. What's my favorite song? That's a really, I don't know. Chat, what do you think is my favorite song? I have a different favorite song every day. How did you know that was my favorite song? That's also the same. Do I normally do it with none? Because I guess. 'Cause if it's the same as yesterday, you know I'm out. Just so you know. Is there? Okay, no, I'm good. Absolutely solve. Where do we go from here? Where do we go? And is it real or just something we think we know? Where are we going now? Where do we go? 'Cause if it's the same as yesterday, you know I'm out. Just so you know. Because our paths they cross. Yesterday was hard on all of us. On all of us. Who can we trust from here? Who can we trust? And are you real or just something from Wanderlust? Who can you trust, sweet flower? Who can you trust? From cradle to grave, from ashes to ashes, from dust to dust. Because our paths they cross. Oh, yesterday was hard on all of us, on all of us. From cradle to grave, from ashes to ashes, from dust to dust. Because our paths they cross. Yesterday was hard on all of us, on all of us. Thank you. Post massage and pool / saunas. Goodness gracious, I gotta find one of those. Next month I'll be like, who cares about rent? Send me to a spa. JK. I just sang it, but we will be sharing it right now. We're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch this really cool video. I hope you guys like it. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Except I have a request for everyone, because if we get 60 new views on this all at the same time, that'd be really cool. So if everyone, not everyone, I can do it. Command new MV, and everyone clicks that link and then just like plays it but mutes it, and we can all watch it on the screen together. You know the deal. Okay, let me real quick though, I'll put it on full screen down here, and then do a little whoop-de-doop. Spoilers, it's great. Thank you so much, new type. Thank you. Stranger danger. Whoa. There we go. Oh my gosh. You guys seeing what I'm seeing? Okay, let's make sure it's in the highest quality. On a 480, excuse me. No, we're gonna bump that bad boy up. Oh, well, I appreciate it. I really, really do. I don't know why this isn't, because that's not, I'm not hitting the same thing that I thought it was. There we go. Adipapa. Itty. Da-da-do. Okay. Are you ready? Oh, here we go. There's a stranger in the room. Looks like she knows me, but I really have no clue. I asked her name and now she's laughing at me too. But I just wanna know if it's true. She holds the stillness of my mind and only lets me think about it once in a while. Asked why she stays with me and all she does is smile. Some answers I may never find, and every angle's more familiar than the last time that I saw her. But I'm not sure how a daughter will fit in those lines. And I don't know why I cry about that. Yeah, I don't know why change makes me sad. And you can tell her I won't be mad. She always makes me see old wounds, but promises she'll share her secrets with me soon. Stuck in the mirror, nothing left for me to lose, but hope that I can hear me too. And I swear that I've forgiven every wrong road that she's driven, but a part of me feels uneven when she wants to fight. And I don't know why I cry about that. Yeah, I don't know why change makes me sad. And you can tell her I won't be mine, 'cause love's a letter I won't send back. Yeah, love's a letter I won't send back. And I don't know why I cry about that. Yeah, I don't know why change makes me sad. And you can tell her I won't be mine, 'cause love's a letter I won't send back. Yeah, love's a letter I won't send back. No, love's a letter I won't send back. Oh, I promise I won't be mad. I won't send back. Boop. My favorite part is the Bella cameo, to be honest. I think that makes my heart the happiest. Grizz, no way. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Ugh. There was a Bella cameo. Well, you better hit that link. Watch it again. Find Bella. It would be also huge if you guys could like and comment the video. And like and comment the video. Comment the video in quotation marks and see what happens. But those are all super helpful. So yes, but thank you guys. Thank you for watching and for listening. Like, comment, and share. Make sure to hit that bell. Bing. Yeah, anyways. Thank you. Again, huge thank you to Samuel Tucker Young, who is another Twitch streamer and musician, author, cinematographer, all of the above. Please make sure to give him a follow because you don't want to miss anything that dude does. Thank you. Here, we're gonna do new MV. Okay. That is the command. I just updated the title of the stream so you can find the command there as well. Thank you so much, sweet wishes. Grizz, I'm supposed to give you a McDonald's fund. That's not fair. Oh my gosh. You guys. You're too nice to me. Oh my. I need to take a breath. Thank you so much, Salamanders. Oh my gosh. So I'm starting the fun for the next video. Thank you. Thank you. The first person to find the word, the hidden word. I think Sam already shared it on his stream once, and he can always, I don't know if he's on, he can text me and be like, no, Anna, no, but there was an Easter egg in there for a potential next release. Gonna be going over the shots lots to break it down. We can definitely, in probably like the next hour, let's sing some songs, and then we can do a breakdown of, oh my gosh, Nick, thank you so much. We can do a breakdown of Shot to Shot. I can tell you guys all the behind the scenes because each day there was something random that happened that was like, for every scene. Also, it's just like a tour of my apartment, which is pretty funny. So I can tell you all the funny behind the scenes of stuff. Oh my gosh. I can't believe this. Thank you guys. Thank you for these tips. Wow. All right, we got Up to Me next. The Memory Lane. Oh my gosh, Living on a Prayer. Knox, I'm scared. I suck at the key change. Maybe I can try and find an instrumental or something. I think I only sang it once, and then everyone was like, that key change was so bad, they never requested it again. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, Self, thank you. Yeah, you're gonna find a lot of my weak spots that way, Knox. But it's also fun. There's so many songs now on the list, and we're constantly adding to it that there's so many hidden gems in there. To get Up to Me to 20K. Yes. Oh my gosh. So Stranger Danger is inching ever closer to 10. And Pins and Needles still is like, it cannot break 100K. So we got to work on that one too. But Up to Me is John's personal mission. So we'll leave that to John to do. Let's see. Up to Me. Bum, 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 bum. He said I sounded like Violet. Tell me, do you like that shade? I told him I didn't buy it. Oh my gosh, James! Not falling for that charade. Thank you so much. I just needed one more look before I shut it down. I think I read it in a book that you're the only sound when there's no one else around. I went out for a drive, trying to clear my head. No matter how many times I tried, I wound up at your door instead. I just wanted some more time before I gave you up, 'cause I know that you're not mine. But I just need a little love. I'm not asking for too much. I don't know what I expected, but I know it wasn't this. And it kills me that you're listening, 'cause no one ever did. If it were up to me, I'd never leave. If it were up to me, I'd make you see. I wanna be intentional. Should I say it slower? I wanna say I'm ready for your love. I wrote this 3 times over, and I'll hold you in my hands, but that's all. There is nowhere else for you. I know I'm only in your eyes, so small, but I'd stay there forever for you. Don't know what I expected, but I know it wasn't this. And it kills me that you're listening, 'cause no one ever did. I don't know what I expected, but I know it wasn't this. And I'm dying 'cause you're listening, and no one ever did. If it were up to me, I'd never leave. Oh, if it were up to me, I'd make you see. I would make you see. John, oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you for that tip. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you guys. I had a mini panic attack during that song because I really hope. Okay. I sent Moby. Oh my gosh, thank you for that resub. Thank you. Enjoy work, James. We'll talk soon. Sometimes when you have a P.O. box and mine's not super big, and someone sends you a package and it won't fit in the box, they leave you like a slip of paper and they're like, bring this to the front. And Cruz sent me a picture of the inside of the P.O. box. He was like, there's nothing in here but this paper. And I was like, please tell me you didn't throw that paper out, because they won't give me the package. I don't even know if the they're closed on Fridays anyways, so you wouldn't have been able to get it. There is not, as far as I know, they just put it in as long as you're like speedy about getting it. But if you have a large package, oh my gosh, that was about to sound so bad. Just DM me and I could give you a different address. There was no way. There was no other way. I thought I'd give a long enough break. I thought that there was a break. There's a break there. No, there was just DM me. I give up. Do you sing songs in French? I know La Vie en Rose, but my pronunciation probably is not very good. no. And now I have someone pretending to be me on Instagram. Nice to know that I'm not the only less adultier person on here. What's the @ the @ is Anna Luther Music _012. They just took random photos from my Instagram. Grabs humors. Wait, I have to just make sure, because I see links in their stories and I don't want them trying to get money under my name. They blocked me so that I can't see. Oh my gosh. And their link is my spicy content. No. Yes. Anna Luther Music _012. Please report. I cry. What is going on? I hate the internet sometimes. Not you, chat. Not this side of the internet. Oh no. I had someone today, they were like, hey, I'm an artist and I have a sponsor who like pays for me to get work and I really love your profile. Would you mind if I used it to create art? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, yeah, you'd get paid. And I was like, do you, like, would it be Venmo? Like, what are you talking about? And they were like, no, it'd be a check sent over email. And I was like, you can use the photo if you want to just paint a picture, but you don't have to pay me. That's fine. And they were like, see, the thing is, I am having trouble, so I wanted them to make the check out to you. And I was like, block. It is Anna Luther Music _012. It looks like that on Instagram. If everyone could go report. I'm not sharing spicy content online unless I eat a chicken sandwich on Twitch at some point. But thank you so much for Grigio. Thank you. It doesn't show up. That's so weird. Okay, hopefully it's just gone then. Maybe the girl, my friend who sent it to me, might have blocked. Oh. What if they were watching the stream? That's crazy. You know what? Never mind. I was gonna say, like, I have my Etsy account that I could log into, but my phone is there. I don't have time for that. Nashville hot chicken sandwich. Speaking of which, Hattie B's sounds really good right now. I'm trying to decide if I want to have like a celebratory dinner. Okay, well then maybe they changed. One, they might have changed the username already. Two, Lily might have just been on it. My friend Lily might have reported it and they're gone. So but yes, get 'em, Lily. Hi, Betty. I don't think I officially said hi to you yet, so. Damn. Banned my fan account. Okay. Let's sing some stuff. Oh my gosh, and someone else. They messaged me half an hour ago saying there's an account that's impersonating you. I already reported it, but figured you'd like to know. Thank you so much. I'm either Yeah, I didn't click the link that they sent me, even though it looks like just a link to the account, but... Dinner time. Okay. Sweet. Let's sing some songs and celebrate the fact that I didn't become a victim of identity fraud. Second attempt in, what, like a month? Because someone was trying to impersonate me on Venmo. We're fighting for our lives out here. Oh my gosh, and James had texted to me. Oh gosh. Okay, because I think someone had flagged it because the screenshot that James sent, there's 0 posts, 0 followers, and they're following 20 less people than when Lily sent it to me. Or they were literally setting it up during stream. I don't know. But anyways. Let's sing some Memory Lane. Oh, like if my account, or if it's not an account that's linked to my Twitch, then it's not me. Yes. Wait, I would have been like, too bad, we're singing it. You'd be mine. Also, just so everyone's aware, I currently have 668 subscribers. So, if one person wants to help me out. Dawn, hello! How are you? If I could buy a house on memory lane, I'd put my money down and I'd sign my name on that little corner lot where it don't ever rain. And we'd stay good as new, like a fresh coat of paint. You'd be mine in the shine of a front porch light. Yeah, I might as well live there, baby. That's where I spend most of my time. Thinking about those sunsets that bled into jean jacket nights, those tangled up mornings lost in paradise. Still drunk on the feeling when I close my eyes. You're pulling me closer, your head on my shoulder. We never let go and we never be over. screenshot. If I could buy a house on memory lane, I wouldn't have to wonder if you miss me the same. I'd be loving you as usual, telling you you're beautiful. Oh, I'd be happily delusional, thinking about those sunsets that bled into jean jacket nights, those tangled up mornings lost in paradise, still drunk on that feeling when I close my eyes. You're pulling me closer, your head on my shoulder. We never let go and we'd never be over. Thinking about those sunsets that bled into jean jacket nights, those tangled up mornings lost in paradise, still drunk on that feeling when I close my eyes. You're pulling me closer, your head on my shoulder. We never let go and we never be over. If I could buy a house on memory lane, I'd put my money down and I'd sign my name on that little corner lot where it don't ever rain. And baby, me and you, we'd never fade, never fade. We never fade, never fade, never fade, fade. Thank you. No, Docs, no, no. Ah, man. Oh. We'd never fade. We'd never fade. You are welcome. Thank you for the follow, Leanne, Leandrin. That's to build a home. I think someone wanted home. Oh, by Sam. I didn't even see that Sam requested. I don't think he's on anymore, but we're gonna sing it anyway. There is a house built out of stone. Home become home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Home. You are welcome. Arkansas, I do love my mom and pa, not the way that I do love you. Well, all in me, oh my, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, I never loved one like you. Man, oh man, you're my best friend. I scream it to the nothingness. There ain't nothing that I need. Well, hot and heavy, pumpkin pie, chocolate candy, Jesus Christ, ain't nothing please me more than you. Oh, home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Oh, home, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. La 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 la, take me home. Mother, I'm coming home. I'll follow you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. I never loved one like you. Molten bottom waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. I've been everywhere with you, that's true. We laugh until we think we'll die, barefoot on a summer night. Never could be sweeter than with you. And in the streets we run free, like it's only you and me. Geez, you're something to see. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Mommy? Sorry. Mommy? Sorry. Oh, la, 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 take me home. Daddy, I'm coming home. The best rendition of the Home Depot song there ever was. Ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, da-da-da, 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 ba-da, home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Home, yes, I am home. Home is when I'm alone with you. Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom and pop. Molten Bolton waterfalls, alleyways and payphone calls. Home, home, home is where I'm alone with you. Home, home, home is when I'm alone with you. It smells like Cruz is burning toast. So if the fire alarm goes off, I'm very sorry. Home is wherever Cruz burns toast. We don't even have toast. Wegman, thank you so much for those bits. Oh. Nothing is ever going to top when I sang I See Fire and then Cruz set off the fire alarm in my old apartment. I see fire, boop. He's like, I was just trying to make a burger. He didn't sound like that at all, but that's how I like to remember it in my head. Sounds good, Sam. He knew. He knew. Can you touch your chin to your chest? Oh. No, I can hear him. I can hear him using like the microwave or the air fryer. I promise. Have you? I have not. I have not, Flappy. Brainstorm, take me away from the norm. I've gotta tell you something. This phenomenon, I had to put it in a song, and it goes like, whoa. Amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, shades of gold display naturally. You wanna know what brings me here? Oh, glide through my head like to feed. And I know amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, shades of gold display naturally. Fletch, do not. Amber is the color of your energy. Whoa, shades of gold display naturally. You live too far away. Your voice rings like a bell anyway. Don't give up your independence, 'cause it feels so right. Nothing good comes easily. Sometimes you've got to fight. Whoa, amber is the color of your energy. Oh, shades of gold display naturally. You launch 1,000 ships in my heart, so easy. Still it's fine from afar. And you know that. Whoa, brainstorm, take me away from normal. I've got to tell you something. A spicy online chicken shop? Is that code for something? Brainstorm, take me away from the north. I'm gonna just leave now. Yeah, actually don't tell me what it means. I can guess, perhaps. Take me away from the north. I've got to tell you something. I don't know what my choice is yet, so we're gonna do chicken tendies. Gosh, you guys just want to make me hungry. Chicken tendies. It's okay, because I really love this song. Hey, ya Duncan. How's your week been? Let me, real quick. I don't know if I missed a... You launched 1,000 ships in my heart. Insanity. Oh no. Oh, we don't like that. Okay. Donkey poos. Donko. Okay. I saw someone who looks just like you in the backseat with her hand out the sunroof. I swear it was the dress that I gave you, and I wonder, is your favorite color still blue? And you're full of love and wild and free, chasing every dream and possibility. Oh, more than I could ever be. I hope it treats you better than I ever could, 'cause you deserve the world times two in a simple Sunday afternoon. Hope is home for you, even though I had to lose you. For you to find who fills your heart, even if I'm not the one you choose. If I'm not the one you choose. I thought I caught a glimpse of me and you in our kitchen where I cooked your favorite food. And if I'm being honest, I was a fool. So say the word and I'll come running back to you. And you're full of love and wild and free, chasing every dream and possibility. Oh, more than I could ever be. I hope he treats you better than I ever could, 'cause you deserve the world times two in a simple Sunday afternoons. Hope is home for you, even though I had to lose you. For you to find who fills your heart, even though I'm not the one you choose. It treats you better than I ever could, 'cause you deserve the world times two in a simple Sunday afternoons. Hope is home for you, even though I had to lose you. For you to find who fills your heart, even if I'm not the one you choose. I hope he's home for you. Oh, in our simple Sunday afternoon. Thank you, thank you, thank you. told someone I would do La Vie en Rose, but da 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 da. But I don't. The G or oh, just do 7. I'm glad you found my channel too. Okay, let's see. I think there's no bridge to this, is there? When you press me to your heart, these chords are not correct. I liked the other ones, but there's no. But I need. Mots d'amour, des mots de tous les jours, et c'est m'a fait quelque chose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, on parle des bonheurs dont je connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, l'un jour pour la vie, et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat. My best bet. Hold me close and hold me fast. The magic spell you cast. This is la vie en rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see la vie en rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be la vie en rose. This is not Google, Starfield. Where to buy ships? Oh, I was using that as my... Yeah. There we go. I start with French on Monday? Don't listen to me. That's my advice. La 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 la. Ah. Bum 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 bum. Alexanders, thank you so much for gifting that sub. Hilarious. This is not Google. This is every time I ask myself a question out loud. I'm gonna say that now. Let's see what this is. Enrique, hello. Just not my language. One of these nights, we're gonna find out, pretty mama. Alright, I think this works. And then this is even better because I don't have to sing it in the original key because I don't have Bon Jovi's range. It's tough. Okay. Let's try this. It's tough. Sure tough. It's tough. Tough. Welcome in, North. Perfect timing. Baby, it's okay. Someday we'll say we gotta hold on. Whoa, living on a prayer. Yeah, we'll definitely not be belting the key change. Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough. Sure tough. Gina works the downer all day, working for a man she brings home a pay for love. For love. She says we've gotta hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Tommy's got a 6-string in Hawk. Tommy's got a 6-string in Hawk. Now he's holding it in, what he used to make it talk. It's tough. Gina dreams of running away. When she cries in the night, Tommy whispers, baby, it's okay. Someday. Yeah, we've gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we make it or not. We've got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand and we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Living on a prayer. Da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da. Da-da-da. You live for the fight when that's all that you've got. Whoa, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Oh, we're halfway there. Whoa, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer. Hello, physics fan. Thank you for the follow. Oh, wow. I was 12 seconds behind. Why? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So glad you guys enjoyed that one. Medieval Weapons. Thank you so much for checking out the music video. The gems, they're the gems. Alright. I think this is Could I Yes, watch the video. Let me know what you think. My bones won't hold me up, so tell the soul da 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 where to find me. Oh, softly sleeping. Da ba 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 da 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 da. Oh. No weekend plans as of yet. Probably just chilling. I might take advantage of, you know what? After this, I might go to the movies. I don't know. It's the one day this weekend where I don't think Cruz has a sports thing to watch. So maybe I will force something else upon him. Like My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. Because why not? If I can go hard or go home. For the first time or just to watch? It's my favorite. I have to, Duncan, if we have not talked about my obsession with My Big Fat Greek Wedding, we will very soon. Knox, I made sure to pivot. The second one is awful. I expect the third one to be even worse, which is why I need to see it. You know? Has he turned me into a tennis player? It's a good question. No, I'm really bad, so he doesn't like to train me very much because he doesn't get a good workout. Although, actually, I should rephrase. He gets a good workout because I hit the balls, like, outside the fence. I'm so not good that all he does is run. He doesn't actually play tennis. So he's like, I didn't necessarily sign up for this. Wave is back. You're in the deep end. Oh my gosh, guys, my sister's on here. Maria, I was gonna tell them about our our big fat Greek wedding obsession. Everyone say hi to Sister Luth, Bestie Luth. Aw, Biddy, thank you for gifting a sub. Could I rest here for a while, near that metal round your neck? St. Jude's wearing a smile. He wouldn't mind, I bet. I can't go face the world. My bones won't hold me up. So tell the saint of lost souls where to find me. Softly sleeping here in the deep end of someone who loves me. You let me cry it out, 'cause you know that sometimes I can't stop, and still I'm seeking how to stand up when the bottom drops. The weight of all the world can blind me to its beauty, but every time I need to be reminded, I know you will, and say you're still someone who loves me. I try to push it down, but it comes back faster and harder. Tides are changing on a dime, and I'm just trying to keep my head above the water. Surrender's just a word until you try it out and see how hard it is to hurt with someone else around. I'm the worst I've ever been, afraid of almost everything. The skies are clear, but storms are always coming. Your gift to me is just to be bracing for the winds I always summon. My home, my heart, thank God you are someone who loves me. Thank you. Maria, I vote go. I vote you go. If you go, I go. Greek wedding is in the movies or an actual Greek wedding? No. The movies. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, how are you, Arteria? Deal. Deal. I'm gonna text Cruz. I think he's offended. Oh no, he finally responded. I asked if he burnt toast and he said, I didn't. I left it in there. Yes, you didn't throw out that paper? Okay. All right. Hi, Jerry. Happy Friday. Oh my gosh, Knox. Burnt toast. Have you seen the meme where it's like, where the title of an early 2010s, 2000s emo band would be like, I burnt toast at my mom's house or something, but it's like actually super deep. It's like, I'm so sad, I miss her, and my heart is like incomplete without her, and the title is like, now that I think about it, buying that was a bad idea or something. Thank you so much, Enrique. Thank you. Cozy streams at new levels. The 90s/2000s emo titles. Nice. What, we can't have fun, fancy 2010s titles? Mm-hmm. Oh dang, had I known you did both, I would have done a little bit of everything on the piano. But I'll switch it up. Yeah, Betty, let me know. Guitar, piano. One of these nights. I'll turn that. Oh. I know, Duncan. I just need the time. How was my week? It was kind of productive. I wish it was more productive, but it was. I got a lot done. Gotta go my own way. I'm not ready. What about us? What about all the things we've been through? Yeah. I just would have liked to write more, but I did not have the time. I know. I don't know why I can't get him. It's like he doesn't sing or something. It's like crazy that he won't. He doesn't actually know the song either. Last time we tried to get him to sing it. I got a mistake. Maybe that'll convince him. Why does it affect me so much? I'm definitely that person that's like, whatever your heart desires. I'm kind of feeling the guitar. I don't know if Maria's still on, but Maria likes the song too. Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, no, don't measure like your worth by your productivity. But like, I will do that. I told him about your calves comment the other day, and I was like, oh, thank you. Just met a girl named Maria. How many times have you heard that, Maria? Or, how do you solve a problem like Maria? Problems a million too many plus one. Not wrong. Not wrong. A little bit of everything. Here we go. Let me get chords for that. Did you get that from the Anna Luther stream? But we got it from the Fernanda stream. I don't know. I've never heard that, Enrique. But I'll have to add it to my Maria playlist. It's your post-work chill. I'm actively working. All right, here we go. With his back against the San Francisco traffic, on the bridge's side that faces towards the jail, setting out to join a demographic, he hoists his first leg up over the rail. Phone calls made, police cars show up quickly. The sergeant slams his passenger door. He says, "Hey, son, why don't you talk through this with me? Just tell me what you're doing it for." Oh, it's a little bit of everything. It's the mountains, it's the fog, it's the news at 6 o'clock, it's the death of my first dog, it's the angels up above me, it's the songs that they don't sing. It's a little bit of everything. There's an older man who stands in our buffet line. He is smiling and he's holding out his plate. And the further he looks back into his timeline, that hard road always led him to today. Making up for when his bright future had left him. Making up for the fact that his only son is gone. And letting everything at once. His server asks him, "Have you figured out yet what it is you want?" "I want a little bit of everything, the biscuits and the beans, whatever helps me to forget about the things that brought me to my knees. So pile on those mashed potatoes and an extra chicken wing. I'm having a little bit of everything. I know, that verse always makes me so hungry. Somewhere a pretty girl is writing invitations to a wedding she has scheduled for the fall. Her man says, baby, can I make an observation? You don't seem to be having any fun at all. She said, you just worry about your groomsmen and your shirt size, and rest assured that this is making me feel good. I think that love is so much easier than you realize if you can give yourself to someone, then you should. 'Cause it's a little bit of everything. The way you joke, the way you wake, it is getting up before you so I could watch you as you wake. So on that day in late September, it's not some stupid little ring. I'm getting a little bit of everything. Oh, it's a little bit of everything. It's the matador in the bull. It's the suggested daily dosage. It's the red moon when it's full. All these psychics and these doctors, they're all right and they're all wrong. It's like trying to make out every word when they should simply hum along. It's not some message written in the dark or some truth that no one sees. It's a little bit of everything. It's a little bit of everything. Make the mouth make sense. There's a D6. What is D? Oh. One of these nights, one of these crazy old nights, we're gonna find out, pretty mama, what turns on your lights. The full moon is calling, the fever is high, and the wicked wind whispers and moans. You got your demons, you got your desires, well, I got a few of my own. Ooh, someone to be kind to in between the dark and the light. Ooh, coming right behind you, swear I'm gonna find you one of these nights, one of these dreams, one of these lost and lonely dreams. gonna find one that really screams. Oh, I've been searching for the daughter of the devil himself. I've been searching for an angel in white. I've been waiting for a woman who's a little of both. I can feel her, but she's nowhere inside. Ooh, loneliness will blind you in between the wrong and the right. Ooh, coming right behind you. Swear I'm gonna find you one of these nights. Oh, oh, oh. Searching for the angel himself. Those are not the lyrics, but we're gonna go with it. One of these nights, oh, in between the dark and the light, coming right behind you. Swear I'm gonna find you. Get your baby one of these nights. Oh, I can feel it one of these nights. Coming right behind you. Swear I'm gonna find you. One of these nights. It gets so dark and all alone. One of these nights. One of these crazy, crazy, crazy nights. I love how we're going from the Eagles to High School Musical too, because it just makes sense. It just makes sense. That's all I gotta say about that. Thank you, John. Really? I don't know. No, you're thinking go your own way. You can go your own way. And we can do that one too. But this one is not what you're expecting if you think it's older than High School Musical 2. Oh, sleep well, self. Different tune. But I'm gonna scream this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, Biddy, no. That's okay. I'm happy to do this as a live learn. Because this is a special occasion. I just need to remind myself how the verses go. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad you guys like it. Oh, my headphones are stuck in my earring again. Boop, boop, boop. Hello? Knock, knock. It's my ear. It wants its freedom back. We're gonna find out, pretty mama. That song, always, if we sing it on stream, then it's in my head for hours. I've been searching for Oh no. Hopefully that didn't mess anything up. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Do 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 do. I've been searching for an angel in white. I've been da 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 da. I don't know. She worked for free. It was pretty cool. Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac was the How can I ever change? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't need to do all of that. I just needed to hear it in my head. Cause you can go your own way, go your own way, go your own way, go your own way. It doesn't need to be that sharp, you know. Go your own way. You can call it another lonely day, another lonely day. Loving you isn't the right thing to say. Loving you isn't the right thing to do. How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, maybe I'd give you my word. How can I when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way, go your own way. Tell me why everything turned around. Packing up, shacking up is all you wanna do. If I could, baby, I'd give you my world. Open up, everything's waiting for you. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can call it another lonely day, another lonely day. You can go your own way, go your own way. You can go your own way. really count that one as a live learn because I did know it. Technically, it was locked in there in my brain. I'm somewhat of a scientist myself. Oh my gosh, Bia, thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. How's your stream? Welcome in, guys. Terabytes, hello. Stevie Nicks is the tambourine player. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I'm good. I'm good. We've just been jamming and celebrating. Well, let me know. If you'd like to see the video, we can do watch party. If you want to hear a song, then we will bump a song up to the top for you. So happy you guys are here. Yeah, absolutely. What original would you like? Yes. Oh my gosh. I would be more than happy to sing that one for you. We can do both. We can do both. We watched it once at the beginning of the stream. Do I wear glasses? No. I should when I drive at night, but I haven't. It's not that bad. I have an astigmatism. That's mostly what it's for. Nice. I do have computer glasses every once in a while. If I'm working on a computer too long, I definitely like sometimes I get headaches, but no, mine's more of just like at night when I'm driving, all of the lights get that fun little streak. That's amazing, Bulletproof. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, thank you, Nox. Thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. All right. We gotta astigmatism. Da, 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 da. Yes, the light flares. Yes. All right, let's get pins and needles going. Can we have a pins and needles dance party? Because I'm down for that. Here we go. So many words and I don't want to choose the wrong ones. And if you go first, then I may never pick out some. It feels like there's static in my body's attic, and the white noise won't settle down. So give me a moment just so I can refill my lungs. I keep the moments that we share on a loop. On a loop, on a loop. And thinking of them is just about all I can do. Oh, it's silly to say, but half of the day I'm wondering if I ever cross your mind. 'Cause I never thought that I was brave enough to ask you. My body's on pins and needles. I'm waiting for another riddle. I'm picking off low petals and eyelashes when I run out. You make my stomach churn in the best, worst way. I throw my hat in a ring I never wanted to play. All these stars in my eyes make it hard to stay upright. But I'm still waiting for your call tonight. I hate that I have certain things memorized, like your favorite movie or the color of your eyes. Oh, it's as if you're lovely, something to study, but trust me, I'd unlearn you if I could. 'Cause falling in love never feels like I've won a prize. My body's on pins and needles, I'm waiting for another riddle. I'm picking off flower petals and eyelashes when I run out. You make my stomach churn in the best, worst way. I throw my hat in a ring I never wanted to play, and all these stars in my eyes make it hard to stay upright. But I'm still waiting for your call tonight. Does he love me? Does he love me not? While my stomach's tied up in knots. Oh, no, does he love me? Does he love me not? Can you see me? Oh, but I'm still waiting for your call tonight. Whoops. I'm sorry. And he just kept going for me, so I was like, all of a sudden everyone's like, F in the chat. Welcome back. I've been here. I hope you didn't miss me too much. Thank you again so much for the raid. Of course. I'm so glad I could sing it for you. We got I Love You. Bum, dum, bum, bum, dum, bum. I'm interested. I don't know. How do we feel about trying I Love You on the guitar today? Ba, 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 da. Twitch was like, enough. Too powerful to sing and have a dance party at the same time. Crying isn't like you. Let's see. I never played it on guitar, so. Crying isn't like you. I can't remember what the hell did I do. I've never been the type to. Yes, I just figured maybe if the internet's being weird, we would do a song in between. Let someone see right through. today. You didn't mean to say I love you. I love you. And I don't want to. Okay. All right. It's not true. Tell me I've been lied to. Crying isn't like you. Ooh. What the hell did I do? Oh, I've never been the type to let someone see right through. Ooh. Maybe won't you take it back? Say you were trying to make me laugh. And nothing has to change today. You didn't mean to say I love you. I love you. And I don't want to. Is this Twitch or me? Up all night on another red eye. I wish we never learned to fly. Or maybe we should just try. Or would it tell ourselves a good lie? I didn't mean to make you cry. Oh, maybe won't you take it back? So you were trying to make me laugh, and nothing has to change today. You didn't mean to say I love you. Oh, I love you, and I don't want to. The smile that you gave me, even when you felt like dying. We fall apart as it gets dark. I'm in your arms in Central Park. There's nothing you could do or say. I can't escape the way I love you. And I don't want to, but I love you. I love you. Oh, I love you. Sean, thank you for gifting that sub. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the posture check. Boom, boom. Kiss me like you wanna be loved. Oh, every breath you take? Okay, I see you, Knox. I'll be watching you. Bam, bam. Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. My poor heart aches. All right, shall we try the music video? With every step you take. And then we'll get back to the festivities. Music video. This is the time to click that YouTube link. Because even though we are watching it together, I could really use the views on it because the first day of a YouTube video release is the most important when it comes to views. So liking, sharing, sending it to your mother, your grandma, a random person you went to high school with. Go for it. Here we go. Well, let me set this up. There's a stranger in the room. Looks like she knows me, but I really have no clue. I asked her name and now she's laughing at me too. But I just wanna know if it's true. She holds the stillness of my mind and only lets me think about it once in a while. Asks why she stays with me and all she does is smile. Some answers I may never find, and every angle's more familiar than the last time that I saw her. But I'm not sure how a daughter will fit in those lines. And I don't know why I cry about that. Yeah, I don't know why change makes me sad. And you can tell her I won't be mad, 'cause love's a letter I won't send back. She always makes me see old wounds, but promises she'll share her secrets with me soon. Stuck in the mirror, nothing left for me to lose, but hope that I can heal me too. And I swear that I've forgiven every wrong road that she's driven, but a part of me feels uneven when she wants to fight. And I don't know why I cry about that. Yeah, I don't know why change makes me sad. And you can tell her I won't be mad, 'cause love's a letter I won't send back. Yeah, love's a letter I won't send back. And I don't know why I cry about that. Yeah, I don't know why change makes me sad. And you can tell her I won't be mad, 'cause love's a letter I won't send back. Yeah, love's a letter I won't send back. No, love's a letter I won't send back. Oh, I promise I won't be mad. sit back. Beep boop. How long ago? 3, 4 years ago? Boop beep. Thank you, thank you. I wasn't sunburnt in the park. What are you talking about? Now I gotta go back and be like, do I look red? Am I looking red? Bella spotted. Good girl. She's a sweetie. I had to fit her in there somewhere. Okay, but the funny thing was, I was sunburnt for one of them. Hold on. Let's go back. Excuse me. No, I'm gonna mute it. Park. It's so dark. How in the park am I red? It's like, just look a little red. I'm like, don't I just look blue because of the sky? Also, the fun fact about the prism is that they were actually 2 like very large frameless mirrors, and we would just like wop wop. How many times did I sneeze in the park? Just when I got out of the car. Probably a couple times. Yes, I was sunburnt. So I was sunburnt for the Scrabble one, which is why I'm wearing a very cloaky black top. My drapey, it was the softest material I possibly could find. Needs to be watched. At least, does refreshing a YouTube video count as an extra view? Yes. Needs to 30 seconds and then refresh, I guess. Oh, you can right click and loop YouTube videos for the record. Nice. Okay, I did not know that. And I don't know why I cry about that. So, yes. I don't know. I guess we could do some fun facts. About it. I don't know. Let me get water first. Or like tea or something. I have water. I just need to stand up for a second. I'm jittery. I think it can be muted because it's all about viewing it, you know? Oh my gosh, thank you for the raid, Raul. Welcome in. I haven't the foggiest. Scott Adams and Izzy Tomebone, thank you so much for these follows. Yeah, I don't know why change makes me sad. I guess we should do AMA, a little AMA moment. I'm gonna have a game going on, and I'm gonna run an ad, and then from there, while we're running ads, you guys can watch the YouTube video and see if you have any questions about it, how certain things happened. Yeah. Yes. That is not the tab that I wanted to go to. Thank you, Hadner. Thank you so much. There we go. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. I shall be back.
dad and not have him roll his eyes. Don't wanna think I better drink, it didn't work, yeah, well, we'll see. If I ever really need belief when I've got a friendly burning sea in my chest. I'm the whole. Now I'm detached, and so it goes again. Wasting all my money on wasted days and a wasted life. I'm turning in, not giving up, I just don't know how to get it right. Piece of shit, look what you did. How'd we end up here again? Listening to Critical Role in the corner of a bar without a friend. I'm okay, I'm doing great, I'm doing fine, yeah, why'd you ask? No, my hands are not shaky, I swear they've always been like that. Don't wanna feel, ain't trying to think, it's simple, Sam, just take a stop. But I can't believe that I was made just to struggle along with belief in my thoughts. What's the point? Fill the shit up, I'm calling me these days. Let's go. I was golden once upon a time, waiting for a heart like mine. You were fading, ready to be freed. Always saying what you need, exactly what you need.
But I hope you guys weren't waiting too long. Questions. Chad is not picking my next tattoo. I cannot do that. How long did it take? So we kind of filmed it whenever we had time. So we actually started doing test runs for it back in February. So it's been about 6 months. I know. Well, that's what we did for the 4. I gave you guys options. And then I heavily implied that I wanted the 4. I guess the hard thing is I've been very... Like, I'm not even sure what I would want. Because it's been so long. And I have no money for a tattoo. I won't have money for a tattoo for a while. That's a great tattoo. I cannot. I'll go right underneath. Across my forehead. Cruise. What if I just put a little cruise ship? Not on my forehead, but like somewhere on my arm. Cute little cruise ship. I will not, but I'll just donate the whole tattoo. Stop. Don't tempt me, North. Absolutely bulletproof. I can do that. Or I can comment it. Enjoy dinner. Rest up. Thank you again so much for the raid. Nope. Nope, Biddy. Nope. 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 Do you see a troll tattoo on me? Thank you so much. Thank you, Via. I'm not trying to bribe myself to get to Bigoted. Thank you, JSPC, for the follow. Yeah. I thought about doing like a little, almost like a, not a full laurel wreath, but like something around the 4 because this arm is so empty. I don't really know what I would do. I just like this arm. I don't know if I would add to it, you know? Because I think it would just get too busy. But... Like, ask me anything? Dan, no. No. A tree star. Stop. Oh my gosh, a tree star would be so cute. Because I'm indecisive as to what I would like to put permanently on my body. Took 6 months, Apollo. Ta-ta for now. That's what TTFN means. I'll donate the tattoo even if it's only Anna's choice. Ah, that is so kind. Yeah, I have to decide. I could grow my garden. I could add another floral somewhere. But if chat decides, then it no longer feels like a piece of me. It feels like a piece of somebody else on me, which I'm not super comfortable with, Arteria. Like, I know it's different for everybody, but I had a hard enough time. So this one, I got joint with my cousin. She has a different design. And this one, my friend has a different line. And I had a really hard time after I got both of those tattoos because I was like, oh my gosh, what does this mean? You know, it was just, I had a little bit of like an existential crisis about it. And then after a little bit, I was like, oh no, this is fine. I like it. And I would never, if I were to go back, I would do the same thing. But Chad picks a tattoo for Cruz. A shroom on his calf. That'd be great. Thank you, Apollo. Just saying. A cute little leafy on. I still have a whole Pinterest board of things and potential tats. I'm good if I have a design and I'm like, I just need to go with it. But if I have way too much time, and I think that's the hard thing with all these other tattoo ideas, I've had these ideas for years now. And I'm like, I can't bring myself to do it anymore. Versus these other ones, I thought about them for a long time, but I didn't have as much time that it was like, okay, I already booked it. I'm going. No, sensei. Are you still happy with it? Oh, but not sure what to get. How do you choose size, placements? Okay, so this AMA is going from music video to tattoo Q&A, and I'm not mad about it. Here's my thing. One, and this isn't like a staunch rule that everybody follows, right? Because a lot of people don't care. But I try to go for places where, one, I'm not going to have to get touch-ups too often. And that if I gain or lose weight, it's not going to affect the tattoo. It's not going to blow it out or look weird. And pain, you have to know your own pain tolerance too. So I've heard, and I typically tell other people too, go for someplace that isn't super close to the bone for your first tattoo, because that's going to be more and more painful, which is why people say like ribs or on your feet. Anything where the skin, there's not that much of a barrier between your skin and the bone underneath is probably a difficult first tattoo. That's amazing though, sensei. Now you can say though, it was a collaborative effort. That's neat. Some artists, it depends on the size. But yeah, there are, and some people, like I went in and at first I wanted the 4 on my finger, and I know a lot of people get finger tattoos, but the place I went specifically, they were like, we highly, highly, highly recommend not doing it there. And I was like, okay. So then I moved it. Yeah, and ribs, it also like depends where on the ribs. Like I have one that's here and it's not directly on my ribs, so I didn't really find it very painful at all. Um, Again, I think it also depends on how close to the bone or to the skin your ribs are. But I know some other people too that they're like, it wasn't as bad as I expected. But I also know some people that got them and they were like, I was going to pass out. If you have a lot of shading, if you have a lot of black in your tattoos, a lot of deep lines, that's going to be more painful than the shading itself. But the shading the shading lasts longer, but it doesn't hurt as bad because it doesn't go as deep. ADHD makes airplane. Squirrel. Yes, not for the first. Smack on a rib bone. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you don't have that. Like, some people, it also just depends on pain tolerance. I have a feeling that it wouldn't hurt that bad if I were to have gone there, but mine is like, it was supposed to be higher up, so. I always wonder if it wouldn't become ugly if you gain weight or lose weight. I feel like on ribs, this place specifically, not that bad. Stomach, I feel like that would be different. Full shoulder / shoulder blade tribal for his only tattoo with deep black shading. Yeah, I'm sure. My friend's first tattoo was on her shoulder. And again, it just depends. Hers was more pink shading. It wasn't deep black. And it took about like an hour and a half. And she was like, it was fine. I didn't need any breaks. I would only... Yeah, arms are pretty safe, I would say. No matter what. Like this part, the inside maybe not so much, but the outside of your arm here, your forearms are pretty good. Fingers, any place where you're like, there's folds, right? So I had to work kind of hard. They were like, oh, it's gonna fold because where your wrist bends, it might fade, but it's been pretty good. I haven't even had any touch-ups on it since I got the shading done. But hands, you wash a lot. My ear has surprisingly held up a good bit, but I don't need this. My wallet doesn't need this. Thank you so much, Daniel. Everyone's homework for this weekend is to get a new tattoo. Near the wrist is a butt. Yeah, but this has been since 2019. And it's been totally fine, so I'm really lucky. Matching ankle tattoos, a little anchor on your ankle. Story for the leaves tattoo. Which leaves? The wrap one is actually, they're peonies with the leaves on them, so. Fudge. I still have to get one on my arm for a friend I made a bet with. Yeah, space sessions out for big work. Allow things to heal. It also is helpful to the tattoo artist that if they see how your skin heals, because not everybody heals the exact same way. Just for them to know as they continue on what's going to be the best course of action for you. 12 plus hour tailgate? Which game? All of the leaves? What do you mean? This one. They're all the same tattoo. It's a wrap tattoo. This is lavender. 14-hour full back piece, your first tat. I do remember waking up thinking I was still getting tattooed. Oh my gosh. UF versus Tennessee. Very nice. I think What? Georgia plays South Carolina in like the smack dab middle of the day. So we probably, again, north back to weekend plans. That's probably the weekend plan, is to watch the game. Oh, yeah, no, they were all there. I got it done, though, right after, well, I had to give like a month or two so that I fully recovered. But I got viral meningitis once when I first moved up to New York. So I was literally there for not even a month, I don't think. My insurance hadn't kicked in yet. And I was in the hospital for 8 days, I think. And I don't remember too much of it. And for people who don't know, basically your like brain swells, or the membrane around it swells, so there's not that much space. I had to get a spinal tap, and then from there, I had gotten a leak from the spinal tap. My spine was leaking fluid, and I had to go in and get a blood patch afterwards. So I was this is spinal tap. It was the worst experience. I almost got paralyzed. There was an intern who was doing my spinal tap, and they had not locked the thing I was supposed to lean on, the desk I was leaning on. They didn't lock it in place. So as they were about to put an 11-inch needle into my back, the desk, kerthunk, falls down. And luckily they had enough instinct to not stab me immediately. And then they yelled at me. They were like, "We said not to move." I'm like, one, I have no sense of anything right now. I had to have sunglasses on. I couldn't see any light. I was throwing up like constantly for days. And I'm like, you told me to lean on this thing. I don't know what to do. An intern, you know what I mean, a resident. But yes. Because that was their rotation. And the same thing happened. My cousin, because meningitis can be contagious, and I had actually gotten it from my cousin because I ate one bite of his mashed potatoes, and then the next day I was down for the count. And yes, so then my other cousin, she had to get tested for it, and they're like, "We have to give you a spinal tap." She's like, "No, I don't want it." Also, I had an intern, also leaked spinal fluid, so we both had to get blood patches, which sucked. Meningitis. One bite. The hard thing is, the thing that sucked, because my other cousin, he had it first, and he was like 11, and I had dropped him off at a pool party, and I think it's called the norovirus, which most people, when they get it from public places like a pool or whatever, you get a cold. At the most, you might get something similar to the flu, but at its worst, you get meningitis. And so my immune system was just not as strong, nor was his older brother's, so we both got it. But the first one, he had like migraines and had a cold, but he wasn't hospitalized. And then me and my cousin were both hospitalized. And then my other cousin had to get the test, but got the immense pain of the spinal leak headache, but did not actually have meningitis. I am literally, well, it's because he was already sick. Don't worry, mashed potatoes can't get you sick. So anyways, I came out of that, and basically you just have to wait until, like, they just hooked me up with fluids, but I was like mostly unconscious for a lot of it, not because I was in so much pain. They're like, we just have to keep you sleeping. So I'd lost a ton of weight. I was bruised everywhere. I was so sickly. And I was supposed to go up there to work on music, and I felt concussed for the following like 3 months, because you just have to wait for the swelling to go down and for it to kind of leave your system. So all of that to say, this was my first taking back my ownership of my body when I felt like it was taken away from me. And, you know, there's still like long lasting effects. where I don't know if it's like habitually or whatever, but I just never really felt the same afterwards. So it's kind of a bummer, kind of like not the best, but the second Anna said the only sound in my house was my fork hitting my plate, I was like, nah, nope. Baritone, how are you? No. Fletch? Nope. Absolutely not. Oh gosh. It was so bad. So, anyways, the funny thing is that this was right before COVID hit, right? So, to get to the hospital, they made me wear masks, and everybody else who came in, they were either in like a full hazmat-ish suit or they were wearing masks. But I also was so sensitive to light. All the lights had to be off. So when I was in the ER and everything, I had to wear sunglasses. And so I'm masked up with sunglasses. And then COVID hit and we were in lockdown. And the first time we're allowed to leave to even just drive to the grocery store, which is still one person in the grocery store per family. So we just sat in the car, but we were like desperate to get out of the house. So I'm sitting in the car and I have sunglasses and a mask on. And I was like, why do I feel so stressed? Why am I freaking out? I feel like I'm hyperventilating. And then I was like, oh, it's just muscle memory of like the last time I was doing this. I was in the hospital. So looked cool AF in COVID. I was like, I'm a pro with this. I know. Also at the time, random story, also probably told you guys this, but I got a little bit of a stalker while I was in the hospital because I had just moved and my aunt was trying to shill my music to people. And so she was like, oh, when they were asking, like, well, what do you do? I couldn't speak. I literally was so, like, I could not form words. So I'm, like, curled up in fetal position and my aunt is just talking about me. I was like, oh, she's a musician. She's this, she's that. And so then this nurse was like, oh, I'll look up your stuff, which is cool, right? Thanks for listening. But then I left and then I had to go back to the ER. And because they were like, she's getting worse, like she needs to be admitted. So they put me on this hospital bed and the nurse starts playing my music. He's like, hey, it's you. And then he puts on my music while I'm like being in this hospital bed being brought somewhere. And he's just blasting my music through the halls. And I'm like, I'm sensitive to light and loud noises. Why is he doing this right now? And my aunt was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. So then eventually I get back to work and he found me at the coffee shop. And then he found me on Facebook. And he was like, remember me? And I was like, please don't do this. So, was it Anna Luther Music _023 012? So, Bulletproof, I go back and forth. I'm like, does it feel like yesterday or does it feel like 10 years ago? I don't know. I do, Daniel. I think he played Hope. I think he was playing Hope. Maybe that's why I don't like singing Hope as much. Thanks for hanging out, New Jersey. Knox, don't give me a heart attack. Pins and Needles wasn't out. Silly. Oh my gosh, Daniel. No. Stop. I just want to keep my ears closed. I'm just forever having headphones in to avoid a moth coming into my ear. I did one time. I lived on a farm for a little bit when I was little. And we had a bunch of stray cats. People would always like just abandon their cats and it was really sad. So I had this one, Mr. Bigglesworth. And at one point he jumped on top of my head and dug his claws into my ears. So that's what I I don't have a bug story. I have a cat claw story. Please remove the song. I was joking. I'm a troll. I am so sorry. You are forgiven. Mr. Bigglesworth. Yeah. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure he didn't have one eye. He was missing an eye. But that could have been at a different house with a different stray cat. We never saw him again. After he did that, he just ran away. So, anyways, I should sing some stuff. I should sing some songs. I can't believe there's like almost 100 people in here. Just being like, let's talk about meningitis and mashed potatoes. So pile on those mashed potatoes and an extra chicken wing. I'm having a little bit of everything. Oof. Ba ba da ba 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 ba. Yeah, having your sense of balance messed with is no joke. Cause yeah, when I got out of the hospital, when I could finally stand up again, my depth perception was so bad. I would run into every single doorway. And it's like, how is this happening when I see the doorway? I'm walking through the doorway and somehow I'm all the way over here. And it's like, yeah, with ADHD, you bump into things all the time, but to be that off, like, not just like, oh, I hit my hip. Oh, I stubbed my toe. It's like half my body is slamming. I was like, what is this? This is just not fair. They thought you were safe to drive? No way. Drive safe, North. Have a fun time tomorrow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel free to play the music video at your 12 plus hour tailgate. I wouldn't be mad. It's a little bit of mothing wing. For all 12 hours. Nothing else. He can't though, because he'd be like, but she's a Georgia fan. And she went to Virginia Tech. So both of which probably not be. I'll be a Tennessee fan for a day. Oh no, Fletch. That's the worst. Sorry. I'm gonna change the key. Oh. 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 Oh, thank you, Duncan. Settle down with me. Cover me up. Cuddle me in. Lie down with me and hold me in your arms, and your heart's against my chest, your lips pressed to my neck. I'm falling for your eyes, but they don't know me yet. With this feeling I'll forget I'm in love now. Kiss me like you wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. This feels like falling in love. Falling in love. Falling in love. Settle down with me, and I'll be your safety, and you'll be my lady. I was made to keep your body warm but I'm cold as the wind blows, so hold me in your arms. My heart's against your chest, your lips pressed in my neck. I'm falling for your eyes, but they don't know me yet. And with this feeling I'll forget I'm in love now. Kiss me like you wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. This feels like falling in love. Falling in love. We're falling in love. I've been feeling everything, from hate to love, from love to lust, from lust to truth. I guess that's how I know you. So I'll hold you close now to help you give it up. So kiss me like you wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. This feels like falling in love. Falling in love. We're falling in love. I was not sure where you were going with that baritone. Like, oh, are you, And I was like, am I what? Kiss me like you wanna be loved. You wanna be loved. It could have gone anywhere. Are you a Soup fan? I am. I'm a Soup fan. Oh, I don't change the pronouns to the songs. That's all. I was just singing it the way Ed Sheeran would sing it. I used to be a fan. Please, I'm still a fan of mashed potatoes. What you should not be a fan of is 12-year-olds at a swimming pool. Public pools. Be scared of public pools. Are you a Steelers fan? I'll happily admit that I'm a Steelers fan. See, yeah, I feel like I shouldn't have to change the pronouns because... So what? If it sounds like I'm gay, then why gay people should have love songs? It's just all inclusive. All inclusive. Every breath you take. Is that clear? FBI. Da 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 da. Ba ba ba. I just want it to sound like everybody's in love all the time. Ba 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 ba. I've been missing you. I like that version too. Oh, can't you see? Oh, can't you see? You belong to me. And my poor heart aches with every step you take. I wanna be able to build it if I want. Let's see. Oh, can't you see? That's not right though. Every move you make, oh, can't you see? You belong to me. How my poor heart aches every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you every single day, and every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see you belong to me? How my poor heart aches with every step you take, every move you make, and every vow you break, every smile you fake, every claim you stake, I'll be watching you. Since you've gone, I've been lost without a trace. I dream at night, I can only see your face. I look around, but it's you I can't replace. I feel so cold and I long for your embrace. I keep crying, baby, oh baby, please. Oh, can't you see you belong to me? Oh, how my poor heart aches with every step you take, oh, every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you. I'll be watching you. I will be watching you. I will be watching you. I'll be watching you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, can't you see you belong to me? I'm just thinking about mashed potatoes now. Okay, one more song after Youth. What is it gonna be? Like a table during a spinal tap. Thank you. Thank you. Dream on, dream on. Ba da ba bum ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Again, I knew that song mostly from Glee. The past is gone, it went by like dusk to dawn. Mashed potato time. D.D. Sharp, right? Yes. Do and I found love where it wasn't supposed to be. Sorry, apparently I can't read and sing at the same time. Right in front of me. I know nobody knows where it comes and where it goes. I know it's everybody's sin. Gotta lose to know how to win. Half my life's in books, written pages. Sing with me, sing for the years, sing for the laughter and sing for the tears. Sing with me, it's just for today. Maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away. Dream on. Dee dee dee. Me too, Apollo. Shadows settle on the place that you left. Our minds are troubled by the emptiness. Destroy the mental, it's a waste of time. From the perfect start to the finish line. And if you're still breathing, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of us are heaving through corrupted lungs. We're setting fire to our insides for fun. Collecting names of the lovers that went wrong. The lovers that went wrong. We are the reckless, we are the wild youth, chasing visions of our futures. Oh, one day we'll reveal the truth. No one will die before he gets there. And if you're still bleeding, you're the lucky ones. 'Cause most of our feelings, they are dead and they are gone. We're setting fire to our insides for fun. Collecting pictures from the flood that wrecked our home. It was a flood that wrecked this home. Well, I've lost it all, I'm just a silhouette. Oh, I'm a lifeless face that you'll soon forget. And my eyes are damp from the words you left, ringing in my head when you broke my chest. Ringing in my head when you broke my chest. And if you're in love, then you are the lucky one. 'Cause most of us are bitter over someone. We're setting fire to our insides for fun, to distract our hearts from ever missing them. But I'm forever missing him. And you caused it. Oh, and you caused it. We can do them both. We'll do them both. I like Flowers Fire. I'll double check. Sweet. Oh my gosh, both times when I played that video, I didn't refresh. Sad. Oh my gosh, we are at 152 views. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I found love where it wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me. Talk some sense to me. So I don't lose sight of what I want, 'cause I found love. That's sweet. Oh my gosh, what is that Dixie Chick song? It sounded just like that. 'Cause I found love where it wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me. Oh, talk some sense to me. 'Cause I found love where it wasn't supposed to be. Okay. But I'm just getting tired at this point, so I'm just like trying all of the things. I'm seeing what tricks I have left in, I don't know, in the magic trick bag. I don't know how that works. I will use you as a warning sign that if you talk enough sense, then you'll lose your mind. And I'll use you as a focal point, so I don't lose sight of what I want. And I'll move further than I thought I could, but I miss you more than I thought I would. And I'll use you as a warning sign that if you talk enough sense, then you'll lose your mind. Oh, 'cause I found love where it wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me. Talk some sense to me. 'Cause I found love where it wasn't supposed to be. right in front of me. Talk some sense to me. And I'll use you as a makeshift gauge of how much to give and how much to take. And I'll use you as a warning sign. Oh, if you talk enough sense, then you'll lose your mind. Oh, 'cause I found love where it wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me. Talk some sense to me. Oh, 'cause I found love where it wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me. Talk some sense to me. Oh, 'cause I found love where it wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me. Talk some sense to me. With what comment? I just... Don't send me anything. No DMs ever. I don't care. Use the PO box. Use it. I'm losing my words now. I'm catching myself though. I'm faster this time. Faster. Pew pew. My pleasure. Wow, Bella. I get it. Okay, you might want to go outside. Fast as frick, boys. You heard it here first. Oh, I think I actually did. Was I being inconsistent? I'm sorry, I know that I want this for all my life. Is it too high? Was it my imagination consuming these flowers still blooming? They're caught in a fire. Is the answer in the phoenix to the questions of my life? Oh, oh. I don't. I'm good, I promise. I'm happy to end on this song. Bella is curled up in a ball. She will be fine for 5 more minutes. Little words you said spring to mind. Past my bed, both entwined. Was I being inconsistent? I'm sorry, I know that I want this for all my life. Was it my imagination consuming these flowers still blooming? You're caught in a fire. Is the answer in the phoenix to the questions of my life. If I could be screaming hallelujah. If I could only turn back time, take back all those things I said in the tempest of the moment. But all my soul is gone and left me in the depths he begs for death. Sing hallelujah, hallelujah. Sing hallelujah, sing hallelujah. Oh, all I am and all I'll ever be, and all my distant constellations right in front of me. See my flowers in the fire, babe, and the world is standing still. Her eyes, they wander over me. My heart, it starts to fill. There must be something in the water. Am I drowning in my rain? A feeling washes over me. I should be calling out your name. And all I am and all I'll ever be, and all my distant constellations right in front of me. All I am, oh, and all I'll ever be, and all my distant constellations right in front of me. There must be something in the water. Am I drowning in my rain? A feeling washes over me. I should be calling out your name. And all I am, oh, and all I'll ever be, all I am, oh, and all I'll ever be. I'm sorry. This is so funny. What a woman. Careful. Careful. Hi, wee Scottish boy. Thank you, friends. Thank you. Hey now. Hey now. Ba-ba-dee-ba. Da-ba-ba-ba. Is it the Muffin Man who lived on Drury Lane? Like, is that the one we're talking about? Our pal, like, Kevin? Oh my gosh. I sound like last week. Yeah. I'm glad you asked. Everyone who burnt toast. Cruz burnt toast and then went to bed. I'm gonna go see the movie by myself, I think. Pointed the finger. She pointed. I was just thinking of the songs that are gems but we don't play, and I firmly believe that this is one of them. Cause you went no down. Oh. So do I really go that? It's been so long. I don't even remember what capo I normally put it on. This one says 6th fret, so that would make sense. It's so mean to me. You don't think if I put a filter on my face, I would have put a nicer one? Anna, your hair is brown. Banned. Give me a few more weeks, and then the spooky mask will come up. I remember 17 going under. There we go. We're gonna do it. Because I just rewatched Shrinking. I remember the sickness was forever. And I remember snuff videos, cold Septembers, the distances we covered, the fist fights on the beach, the busies round us up. Do it all again next week. An embryonic love, the first time that it scarred. Embarrass yourself for someone, crying like a child. And the boy who kicked Tom's head in still bugs me now. That's the thing, it lingers and claws you when you're down. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, let's get a dance party going for the last song. I was far too scared to hit him, but I would hit him in a heartbeat now. That's the thing with anger, oh, it begs to stick around, so it can fleece you of your beauty and leave you spent with no to offer. Makes you hurt the ones who love you. Yeah, you hurt them like they're nothing. Oh, 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 yeah, you hurt them like they're nothing. Oh, 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 oh. See, I spent my teens in rage, spiraling in silence, and arm myself with a grin, 'cause I was always the fucking joker, buried in the humor, amongst the white noise and boys, locker room talking lads, drenching cheap drink and snide eggs, mirrored picture of my old man. Oh God, the kids are dabbing Candy Channel, but he looks so sad. Oh God, the kid looks so sad. Oh, 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 no, God, the kid looks so sad. Oh, oh, no, 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 she said the dead. So I thought about shifting gears, and now she wept and wept and wept. Love came and died around here. I see my mother, DWP, season the eyes on the floor encumbered. I'm 17 going under. I'm 17 going under. Oh, oh, no, no, I'm 17 going under. Oh, oh, yeah, I'm 17 going under. Oh, 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 no, no. She said that da, 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 da. So I thought about shifting gears. Now she wept and wept and wept, but came and died around here. She said that da, 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 da. So I thought about shifting gears. Now she wept and wept and wept, but came and died around here. Boop, 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 doo, 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 doo. Happy Friday. That was great. Thank you. Thank you for humoring me. I always forget that that's a song that when people are like, what's a song you really like to sing? That's it. That is it. So, thank you. Happy release day. Thank you guys for listening, for watching, for all of the things. If you guys want to give it one more watch today, one more like, one more comment, one more share. Such a good wee tune. Truly, truly. Video as outlook? What do you mean? As outro? We could definitely do that. We could definitely do that. And if it cuts it off, then you just have to go to YouTube and finish it. Let's decide who we're going to raid first. Because then I'll have to do that sort of thing. Then it's a poop? What? Hello? Should we go to? Ali Fear is getting partnered. Yes. Oh my gosh. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Thank you for those gift subs. Oh my gosh. And yes, thank you mods for all your help today. Okay. I'm gonna... Wait. Credits. We'll do credits and I'll talk and then... We'll do that first. So that we have all the appropriate things. We'll get things going. I will be back. Thank you, Complex. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be back on Tuesday. We'll be jamming. We'll do all the fun things. We have game night on Wednesday. We are, let's see, 26 subs away from unlocking the next thing, which I believe is, we can check after the credits go through. I believe it is the first episode of Mentally Chill. Tuesday. But yes, game night. We got so many fun things. And then, yeah, let's go back here. Just so we can see. Yes. We just had our music video release party. Game night on Wednesday. We'll do a live write with Steven Shires. 800 subs is episode number 1 of Mentally Chill. So we'll do a live write with Steven once we hit 700. And yeah, that's what I got for you guys. But we are going to raid Ellie Fear Music because they just got partnered, which is super duper exciting. I will play off with a little bit of the music video. But thank you guys so much. You guys rock. Truly, I'm so grateful. So grateful that this is what I get to do. I'm probably going to hop off and like cry for a little bit. I do have to raid and run though, because Bella probably does really need to go out. And if Chris is asleep, it's on me. So give Ellie all of my love. I'll probably be able to pop in and say congratulations. But I hope you guys have a great night, a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Love you guys. Bye.
There's a stranger in the room. Looks like she knows me, but I really have no clue. I asked her name and now she's laughing at me too. But I just wanna know if it's true. She holds the stillness of my mind and only lets me think about it once in a while. Asks why she stays with me and all she does is smile. Some answers I may never find, and every angle's more familiar than the last time that I saw her. But I'm not sure how a daughter will fit in those lines. And I don't know why I cry about that. Yeah, I don't know why change makes me sad. And you can tell her I won't be mad, 'cause love's a later I won't send back. She always makes me see old wounds, but